April 2021. It was the start of the second wave of COVID-19 in Maharashtra. Most of the hospitals were full. There was a great shortage of beds, shortage of ICU beds, shortage of oxygen cylinders. The situation was terrible. The worst affected cities were Mumbai, Pune and Nasik. Sadly, the cases were increasing day by day and the deaths too. In this dire situation, the Salesian youth movement of the Salesian province of Mumbai committed itself to digitally help all those in need of these critical resources. The SYM COVID task force was formed to digitally help the needy. The youth of SYM CTF were helping a team of doctors of the health outreach team of the Archdiocese of Bombay. On a daily basis, around 140 youth helped in online research and verification of data in the cities of Mumbai, Pune and Nasik. Every day the youth would personally call the hospital and verify the availability of ICU beds, oxygen cylinders, oxygen concentrators, plasma, blood units etc. At the end of each day the youth would collate the verified information and publish it on the website and social media. Some youth were working for around 6 hours a day verifying the data. Many lives were saved. The success stories kept the youth motivated enough to give their best each day. While the teams always met online and worked online, it was 6 months later for the first time the SYM CTF team came together for a felicitation program in December 2021. During the felicitation, the youth were awarded the SYM Young COVID Warrior Medal. Let us now listen to Dr. Cheryl Fernandez from the Health Outreach Team of the Archdiocese of Bombay.
When I was a child, I always believed in miracles, and my grandmother always said, pray for miracles, and I never understood what that really meant. Until as I grew up, I realized that miracles happen every day if you choose to realize it's a miracle. And one such miracle was Father Leon, who was like an instrument of God, who happened to just pick up the phone and call me. I'm so happy he got the right number because there were a number of volunteers, and he just picked up the phone and I was part of the core team. And his willingness was amazing, where he vouched for you all. He didn't know actually what we were really doing, which was amazing because he had the faith in your Don Bosco's youth, and that helped us take things further. What you all did was amazing. I have to thank you all, Kletish, Drusti, Durian, Mansoor and whoever else I've missed. You all were at the back end, and maybe you all didn't get all the gratitude that we doctors got on the front end, but it was amazing to have gratitudes and testimonies from people telling us how we managed to arrange the plasma, the blood, the hospitals. It was so touching. We always had tears in our eyes. But we knew that it happened only because of people like you all who were working on the back end. And your determination and commitment was totally commendable. So really hats off to you all. I was just telling Sister Nilima out there, I don't think they had any medical background before they were thrown into this. So the COVID helpline was born. It's a project by Bishop Alvin and Dr. Armida, who heads us. One fine day, Bishop Alvin was so disturbed about what was happening with the COVID scenario. That time it was the peak, April, May. So he had an emergency meeting and he said, let's do something. And we also didn't know what we would do, but we had the heart to do something, just like you all. So in fact, we set up this COVID helpline in 48 hours. Honestly, Father Leon, we didn't have our systems in place, but when it's a project of God, I believe God just makes a way, and Father Leon came in and offered help. We just grabbed it because we didn't have our systems, but we just wanted to help. So it's the willingness that helps, that really takes us really far. On the front end of my team, who was helping with the calls, were Swizzle, Astel and Jolene. I have to share something about Jolene. I know she's not here and she's from Goa, but she brought so much dynamism to that whole team, where she wanted to do so much more. She wanted to answer calls, and I had to curb her down. I had to curb her enthusiasm down, saying that because I didn't know who she was talking to, but her willingness to give was so amazing. And she touched a life. One such story was one of our doctor's father was very serious with COVID in Goa, and we couldn't do much. We offered what information we had. But what Jolene did was every 4 hours she just reached out to the doctor and she just said, is there anything you need? Can I do anything? I mean, that's it, and nothing more. But her just being there for the doctor's family went so far that till today, the doctor calls us and thanks us and says, thank you for being there for us. They say thank you to the health outreach, but it's the Don Bosco's youth that made it happen. And love always pays it forward. This lovely doctor gave us a lovely donation in Thanksgiving so we can serve the poor. So it's always something about pay it forward, and it works so well. I'd like to just end with from Dr. Zenia. She sent a note. She couldn't be here. She was heading all of you all. So this is a message from Dr. Zenia. Thank you guys for being a strong core team. We wouldn't have been able to pull off what we did without your determination.
He got a call that उनको oxygen cylinder चाहिए था किसी को तो. He was in I guess in Kandivali. So he said that this fellow is working with the COVID task force. You ask him and he'll give you the information. That guy called me and he was literally crying. कि भाई मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मैं क्या करूँ. मतलब मैं यहाँ पे फ़ोन करता हूँ तो बोलते गोवर्नी में फ़ोन करके पूछो, भिवंडी में फ़ोन करके पूछो या कल्याण साइड और कसारा साइड. So I said just give me 15 minutes. मैं आपको फ़ोन करके बताता हूँ कि where you will get the oxygen cylinder. And he said कि भाई please कॉल करके बताना. अगर मुझे आधा सिलेंडर भी मिला ना तो मेरी मम्मी बच जाएगी. Because she was so critical. So we had a Google sheet and everything. I started calling the vendors, and one fine vendor was having an oxygen cylinder, but it was in Channi Road. So I called him and I said that आपको Channi Road जाके सिर्फ लाना पड़ेगा. And he said कि okay, I will go and I'll get it. वो जाके लेके आया, and at around 8:30 at night he called me and he said कि अगर आपने फोन करके नहीं बोला होता ना, like the moment I got the cylinder at the hospital, my mother was about to give up her spirit. But that cylinder saved my mom's life. So at that time I realized that what impact we are making, what experience we are getting from these things. Because हम सब घर पे थे and we were like, we had a clue that what's going on, but we didn't realize what's actually going on. Like these people are running around, यहाँ से वहाँ, यहाँ से वहाँ. So it saved their time, and I'm really happy that I got this team. And Cletus, of course, he used to message me 2:30 at night, bro, इसका क्या करना है, ये sheet ऐसा बनाते हैं, वैसा है, okay, we will do it.
So when I came to know about this, like Father Leon texted me, I just immediately told him, yes, I want to be a part of it, because when my granny got COVID, it was like night around 3 and we were running for the oxygen. Like that time I was not a part of this team, and I knew I could feel she's going to leave me. So after running about for an hour, we found oxygen and we found a hospital, because we took her to the hospitals but everything was full and there was no ICUs. So I knew what she suffered, and that's when I reached the hospital I came to know I seen others suffering. So I'm like, I want to be a part of it because I want to do something for others. Like though I lost my granny because of post-COVID ailments like 6 months back, so I knew how life is precious and people out there are suffering so much, and doing my bit will help others. And the most proud thing for me was when my daddy started texting everyone on messages, if you need anything, text my daughter. She knows everything where you will find contacts. So it was very proud moment for me. Even my whole family was supporting me. So I should tell my dad in the morning, if you find a message, text me, I'll confirm and I'll add to the sheet. So I'm happy that even my family was part of it and they helped me to be a part of this program and reach out to others. So yeah, I love being part of it. So thank you.
I have to share my experience where one of my friend lost his father, and he was helpless. It's like you love someone, but you cannot do anything. You are just helpless. And at that point of time, this was, I was very disturbed with this, with everything that was happening around, and you are in a helpless situation with what's happening. And this one afternoon, I got a call from this place where they say that, would you wish to be a part of this team? So, point blank, I was like, yes, I want to be a part of this team. If there is little that I can do that will help people around, then why not? And that's how I said yes, that's how I joined this team.
I was studying in Pune for 5 years, so I had joined that church group or whatever, and suddenly I saw a message on one of those groups that were asking for oxygen cylinders for them. And I was like, okay, wow, I can help. Like I actually had something in me.
But then when the second wave hit, I got in touch with Father Leon, and I told him I'm a student of mass media from Don Bosco Kurla, and I attended this meeting. So I just raised my hand for this media thing. Was not sure what am I supposed to do in it, like absolutely no clue. But then so whatever post you used to see, like those PDFs, so I was the last person, Christy and team, Father Leon used to send it to me. So I used to convert those Excel sheets into a PDF, I used to take it to Adobe and do it there. In the initial days, it took me like 4 hours to do it. I was like, when is it going to get over? When is it going to get over? But slowly, I got a habit of it. I even spread out the message to others. Many of them came to me asking for it, and yes, I did reach out to them. And it was a wonderful experience reaching out to others.
So it was in the month of mid-April when one of my close family friend, her uncle was detected with COVID, and it was a serious case, and we had to look for numbers for plasma and oxygen cylinder. And we were getting forwards, so many forwards that we would literally call around 100 numbers, and they were all fraud. And looking for the right number was a big pain. But somehow we had to get the oxygen supply. So it was that time when I was really disturbed with the situation, and in mid-April, that's when Father came up with this task force. That's when I opted for it, and I was really happy to be a part of it. And then I was assigned a team, and I had around 10 to 12 members of my team, and they were all very supportive. They had to dedicate 1 hour of their time, but they were giving more of their time, and they were literally calling people and verifying the needs. That's how.
But I was also feeling very helpless that the country and the city at that time was suffering a lot. And even though you do donations, there is only that much that you can do. But if you can do something with your time, you have a laptop, you have a phone, you have internet, you can do something more. Then I was more than happy to do that.
WhatsApp में group में आ रहे हैं कितने लोग देखेंगे? Then you get a call. We are starting with something called as a COVID task force. Would you like to be a part of it? If it is a priest calling, 99% of the times you say yes. So I said, ठीक है. I said yes. I said he said there's a form that we are making. Just fill the form. I filled the form. 2 days I forgot about it. Then I get a second call. I said, अच्छा. He said we would want, can you help in leading that team? I said, अच्छा. What team? Because I don't know how many entries came in. I don't know what's the plan of action. I don't know how it's going to run. I said, do we have people? He said, Father Leon called me and he said, we have limited people, around 20-30, but we can make one more poster, we can circulate it outside BBYS and see what more we can get. Within a week's time, we got 60-70 entries, and I was like, okay, now this is getting serious. I asked him, do we have a plan, do we have something? He said, let's start collating data. He had the idea ready in his mind. There are a lot of data that is floating around, a lot of websites that are floating around. Now, I am someone who is more from the management side, more of the organizing side. So, my strength wo hai. I said, ठीक है, you bring in the data from all sources, I'll put it, I'll give a packet to the madness. I brought in the Google Sheets, I brought in the data collation software, I brought in how to divide it between sheets. Process is मेरे पे छोड़ दो, दिन रात क्या करना है मेरे पे छोड़ दो. The first call was 1 hour. I said, ठीक है, 10 new people, and the people were there. We kept the first meeting. I don't know how we didn't have plan yet. We only knew कि call करना है, check करना है, फिर data का आगे क्या होगा पता नहीं था. I don't know how this came, but the health outreach team came in that time and they came in as a blessing. Could ride on their backs and our data could reach to so many people and so many lives. I remember talking to Dr. Zinia and initially she said कि मेरे को ये data चाहिए. These are the doubts that my callers are getting. मेरे को oxygen cylinder चाहिए या मेरे को plasma चाहिए. So I said ठीक है, we'll search that. Later when we started giving all kinds of data, one fine day Dr. Zinia calls me and she says कि अरे Cletus, I feel that we need to keep a meeting. I said ठीक है, team leaders को बुलाते हैं. So she's like नहीं पूरी team का. मैं बोला क्या सी? She's like we have been reaching out to people and we have close to 900 lives that we have touched. And I'm like okay. I cut the call. I called up Patanjan. This is something our team needs to know. This is not one life. This is not two lives. And this was just halfway through the entire mission. 900 lives. Mind blowing. We started, as I said, we started with just 1 hour of our time, right? Father called, 1 घंटे का time लो and करो. I got the teams, I got the names, I randomly picked up, Father helped me pick up team leaders. We didn't know each other. I didn't know all 3 of them. मंसूर से कभी बात नहीं किया है, डोरान I don't know, दुष्की I don't know, which parish I don't know, names first time I've heard. I called them first team leader बनेगा क्या? उनको भी आइडिया नहीं है, डायरेक्ट बाउंसर ऑन देम, कौन है टीम में पता नहीं, व्हाट इज द प्लान ऑफ एक्शन पता नहीं. आई टोल्ड देम टेंशन नहीं है, आई विल गिव यू ऑल द प्रोसेसेस, आई विल गिव यू द शीट्स, ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज गिव मी 1 hour of your time. As a leader, that's what I requested. As a leader, what I got from them was minimum 8 to 9 hours per day, minimum. If my volunteers work 4 to 5 hours, my team leaders work 8 to 9 hours minimum. Sometimes in the night, as Mansoor said, night 2 o'clock, 2:30, me, Dr. Zinia, Mansoor, Drishti, Duran. अरे सुनना ये करना है, ये कल बाकी है, ये उसके टीम में ये प्रॉब्लम है. Can you pitch in? Can you give 2 resources in the afternoon? Can you send someone from evening to the morning batch? Crazy, but that's how you do it. And for SYM leaders who are here, from morning we are learning, right? Give the youth a reason, they will do it for you. This is an action. I know because I have been fortunate. These people are taking my name, but these are the people who have done the actual work. 1 घंटा मांगा था यार, ये लोग ने इतने सारे लाइव्स टच कर दिए. So thanks to Father Leon, thanks to Dr. Cheryl, Dr. Richard, Dr. Zinia, who ran the entire thing and helped to reach people. But it's the youth and their loving kindness that can change and transform lives, save lives. So thanks to all of you, are the real COVID warriors, and without you, it wouldn't